Hey guys, on today's Off the Cuff, I'm going to be showing you a rather unusual nipper. This is the Malcom, and it's patented in 1911, but mine's a little strange. It says Malcom Company, and I'll turn this around to you. Malcom Company, Boston, USA, patented 12. Okay, so this is like a year later. But then after that, it says foreign patent approved. I think that's approved. Yeah, APPD is short for approved. I'll show you how. It's kind of difficult to read. I'll try and do a close-up in a minute. And mine, admittedly, is crunchy. It's got lots of pitting. You know, it's seen better days. But it's interesting nonetheless. So I just wanted to show you the workings of one of these because there aren't too many around. Quick story, I got this at a local flea market and I was very happy because I got it at a good price. Now, there's a certain dealer that goes to a certain type of show that I've been going to who had a pair in much better condition, but he wanted an incredible amount of money for these things. I can't remember what it was. I think it was over $1,000. They were in good condition, granted, but they were not worth $1,000. And he had those things in his case, show after show, year after year. And I haven't seen him at any of the, well, before all this started, I hadn't seen him at the shows in at least a year and a half. So I don't know if he's still in the business or if he's still with us or what, but I do know that he traveled from somewhere out west of Pennsylvania anyway. So this dude had this Malcom for years and I was, my mouth would water, but I couldn't bring myself to pay that kind of money for it. And then just happenstance, one day walking through the flea market right down the road and boom, I snatched it up. Now check out how this works. You can actually see it's almost like a wrought iron fence with the fancy curves there, because when you twist it, it goes, this piece comes down, all right? You got these semi-triangular shaped guys on each end, and you notice how thin that is right there. The spacing is very small between these two prongs. That's because these things are actually on springs, like this. So that when the wrist goes in, they're gonna bend to accommodate the wrist, like that, see? And then you got this twisty part, which kind of like a skull crusher in medieval times, twist them bad boys down. And you can adjust it and keep going, depending on how cruel you want to be. So that's the basic working of it, but you can see it's a very simple design as far as this part goes, because the bar is twisted, so that acts like the screw, the corkscrew-ish kind of type thing. That's how these basically work. And you can, of course, pull on this side too, whatever the situation called for, let's say. And to open these up, like remember, these things are on springs. They go all the way over, like that. Plenty of places on here to pinch yourself, trust me. You put the wrist in, and then to get it out, you gotta sort of twist, so you can get that guy all the way, and boom. But they're very unusual as far as shape, all the different little moving parts on it. This is the only set that I have, and I don't know if they came in different series, like if they, a first model and a second model. If you know, please put something in the comment section, because I honestly have no idea. And, I couldn't find too much online. I searched in the archive forums and, the different sites of other collectors and stuff like that. But like a lot of other cuffs and come-alongs and nippers of the time period, the 1910s and early 20th century, made in Boston. A lot of cuffs were made in the New England area, sort of like the United States version of Birmingham. I don't know, I kind of like them because it kind of does look like, you know, something out of the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
When you look at these things, you can actually see the spring that holds these triangular cups on the end. You can actually see that, the spring in there. It's just a basic skinny little spring, almost like a skinny version of a clothespin. I'm assuming that models in better shape aren't as wiggly as this is. Like I said, it's nothing, it's no beauty, but it's still cool. You can see it's split there. You can see where they put it together. So that's it. A Malcom nipper was the subject. I'm hoping you enjoyed it. I'm just making this a little short and sweet because I have a pretty full schedule. Today's Thanksgiving here in the States. Happy Thanksgiving. That's when I'm shooting this. I know it's not gonna air until Saturday morning, but Saturday night I have a gig, so I'm gonna be running like crazy. So I just wanted to do a short video on a short-lived but interesting come along. It's like the Old West. He's like a cowboy. Does look like a cowboy with the bow legs, you know, wrapped around the horse. I could do like an animated film. A stop-action film with handcuffs. Now there's an idea. Start with the cowboy walking down the dusty street at high noon. That's a damn good idea. All right, guys, well, stay safe, and I will see you again next time.